Okay, legends, welcome back to the channel with another Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade video. In this video, I'll be showcasing this account. This is specifically, everybody keep asking me how you get to level 29, what are you doing, where's your diamonds, your cubes, what did you do with them? And they're telling me, oh, is this a top tier free-to-play account? This is a top tier free-to-play account in progress, but the worst free-to-play account in luck. I'll be explaining why. Now, of course, we finished everything. If you're gonna go and see my farm, 18 out of 18, everything. Here, I'm lacking a little bit because I stopped playing daily and trying to push hard. I'm just waiting to get myself for a carry. I'm gonna explain why. And here, I didn't do all the bosses. I'll be doing a single boss, every single boss event, and I'm gonna show you how to defeat it. Really easy. It's super easy. Everything about this game is easy if you play a strategy of using 3 supports and 1 carry as a backup. And that's all what you need. Then you're gonna go and defeat them all, but not 3-star them. Maybe later stages, we'll be talking about that when you level up and max everybody else. Now, of course, I did the domain investigation. I did the first one. The second one, I can do it. I still need 1 more carry. This is my problem. The story, I completed it all. I finished everything, so we can't do anything. And I still didn't finish all of this one. I'm gonna grind it. I'm gonna finish it, no worries. I'm gonna get the 18 out of 18. Every single chapter, I did it. I got 18 out of 18. Everything is completed. So we completed chapter 9. We finished everything on the hopes that we're gonna get other stories or hard mode or stuff like that. The event, what do you do in the event? Daily. You're gonna go to the event, finish it, clear it, clear everything up, and do everything a 3-day trial. So you can go and farm this daily every time on the hard mode 3 times and try to kill the event bosses. All of them, try to kill them, and you're gonna get the rewards, even the special. I still didn't kill the special one. I'm gonna do it later, but because this is me being lazy, because I feel like I'm frustrated a little bit with my account. I'm gonna show you what's my roster looking at. This one I completed, defeated everything. I think I got this. It's maxed right now. Yeah, I got it. Everything, it's maxed, so I don't need even copies from it. And in the event, we defeated everything and we cleared it. Even the bosses on every single stage is completed and defeated, which is awesome. And we still get some points. And every day we're gonna get more points, and we're gonna buy the most important stuff. I'm gonna show you what they are. And this is the first event, of course. We went and defeated it, and every day you go and farm this. These are your priority. After you farm this, you finish the story, you finish everything. What do you do daily? You wanna go and push the domain investigation as much as possible. Of course, we have 3 out of 3 chances every day. You can retreat and do it. And as you see up here, we have 3 days left in the X2. So go and do it so you can get more drops. So I'm gonna go and do every chance. I'm gonna defeat this 3 times and get every chance that I can, so I can go to the hard stage. Now, the problem with this account, and of course here, of course, farm, if you wanna level up characters, you farm this. If you wanna level up other character or the bits or the memories, you're gonna level up this to 18, and you're gonna go and farm it as much as possible. You click max and you go and farm these. Now, if you're low on JP, which is the currency, let's say it's gold, you can also go and farm gold, but gold you will have a lot of it, or JP you're gonna get a lot of it in the end. So focus on finishing all of these stages so you can get the materials to upgrade your characters. Where are my characters at? So I have Gojo maxed out right now. I'm not upgrading any skills. I upgraded the first skill, upgraded his passive that he buffs himself, and upgraded his ultimate only, and I'm gonna continue buffing his ultimate and his passive and maybe the first skill in the future. In the grade, I finished him to grade A. I prioritized him as the main carry because he's everything in this game. And I leveled him up to max. If we can bypass this, we're gonna do it later. Now, what I'm working on is my supports. And as you see, I have a support, also a support, stunner support / support, which is a little bit of a defensive unit, which is great. And this is what I got from my reroll on my pre-registration. My pre-registration, I told you, reroll until you get a good carry or a good SSR. The game wouldn't drop me anything. I got another account that it got me Yuji or Itadori, which I regret not picking that up. But this helps you a little bit in the domain investigation because of the tanking and the taunting. He delays the death of other good units that you want on your team. And of course, another support, and the rest are leveling up. They just put them on the team and they will level up by levels if you clear the stages. Now, my main roster and main lineup. And where did my all luck win? Why didn't I get any Nobara? I didn't get any Itadori. My luck, every time I summon, I get memories, recollection bits, which is a little bit okay, but it's kind of harsh because my account doesn't have a good carry. And I'm waiting for Yuta to come in so I can play. This is my basic lineup right now. All I need on my lineup is a carry to put here, or I can change the order, put Gojo out there and put my carry here if this carry is really good. Now, Megumi is my other option, but I'm gonna wait on Megumi until I get myself a Yuta, so I'll have a perfect team. Of course, I didn't get the SR version of Nanami. If you get Nanami, the SR version of him, you can replace him. He's absolutely better than this one. Now, this is not that bad. Actually, his buff is absolutely great. I love him, okay? So, what does Todo do? Applies 20.4% physical damage technique increase to self and one ally behind him, which is Gojo or Yuta if you want to play them. And from behind him for three times 3 turns. So it can stack up to 3 times, which is great. And applies best friend to the ally for 3 turns. For best friend is whenever he gonna take damage from a single target, he jumps in, negate that single target, deals a little bit of damage, but it consumes 10 cursed energy sometimes, so you can't do the best friend stacking if you lack energy or to go and do it. Which is not frustrating, it's okay, because every time if he gets hit, he's invulnerable, so it doesn't matter like that. The Yaga is the best support in the entire game right now because of his buff, and I'm increasing his buff. If you want to check my grade in the buff, I'm a little bit shy of maxing it out because it's that good. What does it do? It applies 37.8 physical technique damage to all allies and curse technique for 4 turns. Absolutely insane, and you can stack it up at least 2 times, which is great. Now, this is my main tank. You're gonna tell me this is not a tank, but yes, she's even better than tanks. Why is that? If she stuns, if she's using her stun, she gets evasion for herself for 1 turn and have 50% chance to stun everybody. And it's a low chance, I know, but it works sometimes and it comes in clutch. Her buff is also absolutely fantastic. You cannot stack this buff. It's only 1 time. So applies 50.7% damage dealt increase to all allies 1 time for 2 turns. So 1 time, but for 2 turns. And if it goes away, you can reapply it 1 more time. And she gives herself evasion again for 1 more turn, which is absolutely fantastic. So you don't need to go and spam it. You can use different skills. If you saved a little bit, you can stun, then you can buff, because it's 1 time, you can't stack it. Now she has a good passive, which is apply 6.7% damage taken to the target, to a random enemy, especially if you're playing versus 1 enemy for 2 turns and you're going with a little bit of 2 normal attacks, which will help you a lot. Of course, in the grades, we're gonna upgrade her. She's a little bit also shy from getting a level 8 upgrade, which is really great. And I'm gonna go for her skill and buff her skill as much as possible so I can increase the damages from 50% and go up high and high until I max it out. These are great. Now, I was using at the start, I was using 2 characters actually, not only Yuki, but I was using Kaito Yuki just because of his ultimate. And as you see, he's at grade 6. His ultimate will increase your technique, your curse technique, to all allies for 1 turn, for 3 turns, but 1 time. So it does not stack. It doesn't matter how much you go and buff your meter, so you can upgrade it and go and do 2 ultimates back to back, or ultimates within 3 turns. It's only 1 time, it does not stack, and it will help you out. So this was my buffer before I got him, so he will give me best friend and he will give me. Now, if you do a combo, you and Todo together, Todo with the combo that you do with him, so he will give you again crit rate at 12% for yourself and the one behind you. So when you do a cooperative ultimate, and it goes for 2 turns, which is great. It means buffing the crit rate. Now, the problem is this lineup is solid, everything is good. Sometimes I lack a little bit of damage to finish the boss, specifically because Gojo leaves in 7 turns. So what I was hoping for, and this is my summon luck, I did summon everything that I can here. So until I get somebody from the gacha, somebody that is really good. So if you're gonna go and check the probability, now Megumi is here. If I get Megumi, I'm not sad. Itadori, I'm not sad. But the main girl that I want here is Nobara. Nobara is absolutely a single target beast, especially to help you out with bossing, but I can't do that. And of course, it's free to play. And I'm saving these cards. I did do summons a lot at the start because I lost hope when I didn't get anything here. So I was starting to summon, as you see, 74 summons, and I didn't get any copy of him. All I got from here is the recollection bits. Now, what did I get and how did I get Todo? Todo, we got 2 cards for free, right? So we got 2 cards for free SSR characters, and I popped them and I got both of them Todo. So if one of them was Nobara or Yuji Itadori, I would be happy and my account will be absolutely nice. how I'm defeating these stages. I was always going and when I want to try and defeat the stages, the hard stages, and I need a little bit of damage, I go and get myself somebody, as you see, level 86, level 88. I go and get them from them, and it's Nobara. Nobara is amazing, and I go and defeat the stages. Now, what I would recommend for anybody, is this good to have only almost, let's say when Utah comes, I'll be having 10k or 11, 12k, let's say. Is 12k enough? No, it's not enough. It's not enough. 12k, it means I will get 4 multis, and in 4 multis, I'm probably not gonna summon Utah at all. Even if he comes at, I think instead of one of these banners, like instead of Megami, or instead of, I think there's another banner. Yes, Yoshino. Instead of one of them, and you're gonna go and summon for that. Is that good? No, it's not. I'm saving these tickets actually to summon him when I get there, when he drops on the banner, because he's my only savior. He's an AoE damage dealer, which is absolutely fantastic. I would highly recommend getting Megami as well, because he reduces he increases the damage taken for the bosses or the enemies when you do his ultimate. His ultimate is AoE, but the thing is about him, I think Nobara is better, because you put nails in the enemies and you absolutely destroy them. She can one-shot an enemy leader or boss in the end. This is my take on it. Now, what I want from the game, I just want 1 copy of the SR Nanami. I don't have it. I still, with all of these summons, I didn't get him at all. Now, I got some good cards. Maybe you can say they are relatively good. Now, he's cheesy for stunning. She's cheesy for stunning, but her buff is insane. He is the best support in the game, Yaga. Todo is great with buffing as well. Early game, Kaito is absolutely insane also with his buffing. Also, the SR version of him is not that bad. It's also great. But I highly recommend using this one, because his ultimate, you can use it and sync it up with Gojo, because he gets a lot of meter in his gauge. So you can go and apply the ultimate with him and do a combo attack with each other cooperative attack, which is great actually. But sadly, we didn't get Nanami. I was thinking about restarting, but it's 20th of November. It means the re-rolling process is over. I can't re-roll anymore. Even if I re-rolled on another account, which I have Itadori on it. Okay, I don't have a Recollection bit SSR, but it doesn't matter. Itadori will help me a little bit in the game. But I think it's too late, and I got to level 29. I keep refreshing, getting some stamina to grind and finish and to upgrade my characters. As you see, my characters are fully upgraded almost. And what I need to do is upgrade now my Recollection bits, which is great. This is from the event. We get it at 5 stars, which is great, supportive for letting your team survive if you have it on a support. So let's check it out. Triggered using any command, skill, or ultimate, recovers HP, so defensive, and here applies 20% damage taken to self, so you don't take a lot of damage, which I will never use actually. I prefer to use these kind of cards, and this is an OP card, by the way, for free to play if you want to use it. It will trigger upon using command, skill, or ultimate, and applies 10% damage dealt increase to all allies for 2 turns, which you click it when you use the ultimate of your Goju, which is or Utah in the future when he comes out. And the passive, when you upgrade it, 1 turn start, if self is below 50% of HP, it can be used once in battle to increase that, or to recover 20 cursed energy for self, which is great. It's like a deal. Your HP is low, I'm gonna give you curse, which is absolutely nice. And the other cards which I'm using are really helpful. These kind of cards are really good. So when the 4th turn start, applies 20% physical technique to all allies for 2 turns. You can turn like this. I time it a little bit with my Gojo when I go and do the ultimate, which is really good. And this one also, it buffs the entire team, applies 15% physical technique increase to all allies for 3 turns. This one is also good, but this is when the battle starts, and applies 15% technique to all allies in cursed, which is great actually from the start of the battle. So on the 3rd turn, you time it with this one. On the 3rd, like to have the ultimate for Gojo ready, and you go and blow everything up. This one is absolutely nice also, because if you're gonna go and look at this, triggered upon using, so when you use it, when you click it, apply 30% ultimate gouge, fill rate increase to all allies for 2 turns. So at the start of the battle, you click it when you're using your skills, and you will fill your gauge for your ultimate for Gojo right at the start. Now this, they max it out. They gave me 5 stars of it, 5 copies. I told you I maxed it from the event. Everybody can max this and this from the event. All the rest you can farm them from the game or get them by summoning if you are lucky. I was using this one on Gojo, so I can trigger it and apply 60% crit rate increase to self for 3 turns, which is absolutely handy in many situations. But because this is maxed out, so triggered upon using and applies 65% damage dealt increase for self for 1 turn damage overall. So it's like the buff of my our character Momo, but I use it here on a card so I can go and deal the maximum damage with my Gojo. What do I want from the game right now? If I get Nanami, that's great. If I get Nobara, the SSR version of her, that will buff my account, and it will be the best account in the world actually if I get Nobara right now. But if I get Yuta in the future, that's all I need. I have Yuta, I have Gojo, I have all the buffers, so I can go, and my recollection bits are insane, top tier, so I can use them to go and clear. So what do I would say for everybody who's are waiting or they want to summon? If you have a lot, if you're spending and you want to spend a little bit and get a good character and you didn't spend from the start of the game until now, I would highly recommend get 1 copy of Megami at least. He will help a lot. Now, if you have Nobara, I don't think you need to summon for him, except if you want an AoE skill with him, because he does also the field. He changes the field and he gets more damage against bosses, against enemies, which is really great. I would highly recommend to wait for Yuta. It doesn't matter. You need at least, to guarantee yourself, you need something between 50k to 60k to guarantee yourself a Yuta 100%. What's the best part about leveling your account? The best part is your collection here. You level up with leveling your account, you get more resources. I did claim this like 20 minutes ago. If I want to claim, look, it's not bad actually for 20 minutes. It's good. It will help you out a little bit by little bit in the game. And don't forget always to go and do your dispatch. Your dispatch is super important and it will refresh daily and you can do it once every day. And yeah, this is my review for my account right now. Is it the best account in the world? Not really. Is it one of the best progress? Yes, of course, one of the best progress. Did I play efficiently? Absolutely not. I raged to get myself another carry. Look at my cubes. Don't do this mistake. So I'm waiting for Yuta. When Yuta happens, if I get him, I get him. If I don't get him, I don't know what to do. So I'm saving more and more to try to get myself another carry, whatever it is. My last option, my last resort, if I don't get a carry, I'm gonna build an SR carry from here, whoever it is. I think I might build her just because she's a single target, but I mean, I need a carry. I need somebody to deal damage, and that's it for my account. And hopefully I will get Yuta. You can laugh at me in the comments. Tell me how much dumb I was just not waiting and trying to get Yuta. But by the way, if I didn't summon, I would never get Momo. Look, I still have 1 copy of Momo, and she got late. I got him, I got Kaito, I got Yaga, I got Todo. I didn't get Momo, and now I got Momo. My account became even better. And yeah, that was it for the video. I'll see you in the next one.